The Long Goodbye. This is the Persuaders season 1, starring Roger Moore and Tony Curtis. And Roger Moore is just the coolest guy of all time. And Tony Curtis is awesome in this as well. Love this show. I've been reviewing every single episode in order using my space system. Story, pacing, artistry, characters, enjoyment. Each category gets a score between 0 and 2. 2 is the best. I'm going to give the storyline a 1 on this one. I like the storyline, and I overall like this episode. This storyline is a little bit of the convenience factor. Danny and Brett find this dead pilot, and he's carrying this secret formula, which is going to help the oil companies and that kind of a thing. Now, I actually like this story because it does get a little bit back and forth, even though it's just they just want the formula and then that's it. There's some interesting plot details, like Brett hides the formula behind these books, and then these guys come and find it in 2 seconds, and Danny's like, really? Yeah, you hid it behind the bookshelf? Like, come on. And he's like, no, that's a fake formula. I wrote that out and hid that. It's like, oh, that was pretty cool. So some cool stuff like that. There's some neat parts where the pilot has this daughter. They thought that he had defected or something. He's going to sell this formula to this corporation or something. And then his daughter shows up. She's like, oh, I'm his daughter. And then another girl shows up and says, I'm his daughter. And then a third one shows up. It's like, wait a minute, which one is the daughter? Obviously something fishy is going on, and that is kind of neat. The bad guys are like, okay. Like they're just like generic kind of bad guys, but we'll get to that. The pacing, I'm going to give the pacing a 1.5. I actually thought the pacing was pretty good because of those little details as the story progressed. Like the first girl comes in, oh, I'm his daughter, and what are we going to do? And it's like, okay, yeah, what can we, and then Danny meets, so Brett meets one, and then Danny meets the other, and they go to meet each other, like, that's his daughter. No, that's his daughter. Wait, what? So that's kind of fake. Then the real daughter shows up. She's a great character. But yeah, there's constant stuff going on. So the pacing was really good. The artistry, I'm going to give it a 1.5. Everything looks good, and there isn't as much. Like the last episode I reviewed had lots of like action and fist fights. This one's like not bad. It's okay. The bad guys are not like, physical threats as much as they are just like, they're just bad guys who want this formula. Then I guess they're willing to kill, but it doesn't, there's no big henchmen to fight or anything like that. There's not like big brawls or anything really. Yeah, like, look, it's fine. Everything looks good. Like it definitely, the soundtrack is there. The clarity is there. The cars are cool. Like everything looks fine. I like Roger Moore always looks cool to me. His outfits. He does his own outfits in this show. So he's his own dresser. And he's great. So yeah, I'm going to give the characters a 2 out of 2. Now the villains are slightly generic, but I really like the daughter. Because she came in, she's like, okay, I don't know what's going on. What am I supposed to do here? And there's a decision to be made whether to sell out to these guys. And one faction is saying, oh, we'll give you this much money. And the other faction is saying, we're going to give you this much money. And then the other faction says, no, but that guy killed your father or is responsible for his death. Oh, no, these guys are liars. This formula is going to help, is going to like make us rich and blah, blah, blah. So she just decides, you know what, F all this. I'm just going to burn it. That's what my father wanted anyway, so screw all this crap. I liked her. I thought she was really cool. Obviously, Brett and Roger Moore are just like on fire in every episode, so they're just the best. I didn't hate the villains. I was toying between 1.5 and a 2, but I'm gonna stick with 2 because I didn't hate the villains. I thought they were fine, and I really like the supporting character of the daughter. So there you go. Enjoyment factor, I'll give it a 1.5. I did enjoy this one, but it's definitely in the middle pack. So it's a 7.5 out of 10, which sort of puts it in the middle. It's not one of the weaker ones. It's not one of the better ones. It's just like it's like a good episode. You watch it, you're like, yeah, that was pretty good. Some episodes you watch, you're like, hell yeah, that was awesome. This one was pretty good. I liked it. So there you go, 7.5 out of 10 for this one. Let me know in the comments what you think of the Persuaders. Please like the video, subscribe, and check out the Classic TV playlist. There's great stuff on there. So that's it, everybody. Until next time.